ready for a spine-chilling journey through the haunted landscapes of Mississippi? From tragic deaths to restless spirits, these places are not for the faint of heart. Are you brave enough to uncover their dark secrets? Let's dive in. 1. McRaven House, Vicksburg. Dubbed the most haunted house in Mississippi, McRaven House is a portal to the past and to the restless dead. Built in 1797, it carries a grim legacy of war, death, and despair. During the Civil War, it served as a Confederate hospital, where countless soldiers took their final breath. But its most chilling resident is Mary Elizabeth Howard, a young bride who died tragically during childbirth in the home. Her ghost is said to roam the halls, her ethereal form lingering near her old bedroom. Visitors report cold spots, disembodied whispers, and shadowy figures lurking in the corners. McRaven House isn't just haunted, it's a place where the past refuses to stay buried. Would you dare to face the spirits within? 2. King's Tavern, Natchez. Step into King's Tavern and you'll feel the weight of centuries pressing down on you. Built in the 1700s, this ancient tavern hides sinister secrets within its walls. The most infamous tale is that of Madeline, a young mistress murdered by the tavern's owner. Her body discovered decades later bricked up in the chimney. Her restless spirit is said to wander the tavern, her presence marked by icy chills and the faint scent of her perfume. Guests have heard ghostly footsteps echoing upstairs and seen shadowy figures flicker in the dim light. Plates shatter without reason, and whispers seem to emerge from thin air. King's Tavern isn't just a place to dine. It's a gateway to a dark and haunted past. Would you dare to linger? 3. Stucky's Bridge, Enterprise. Beneath the moon's cold glow, Stucky's Bridge looms like a specter over the chunky river, shrouded in sinister legends. It is said that Stucky, a member of the infamous Dalton gang, lured travelers to their doom, robbing and murdering them before hanging their bodies from the bridge. Justice came swiftly for him. He was lynched on the very same bridge he used for his crimes. But his spirit never left. Those who dare visit at night report ghostly screams echoing through the darkness, chilling splashes as if someone has jumped into the water, and even the faint image of a man's lifeless body swaying from the bridge's beams. Stucky's Bridge is a place where evil lingers, daring the brave to confront its cursed history. Would you cross it? 4. Waverly Mansion, West Point. Waverly Mansion stands as a haunting relic of the antebellum South, its grand halls now filled with whispers of the past. Among the spirits said to linger here, the most heartbreaking is that of a little girl who died tragically in the home. Visitors have heard her soft laughter echoing through the empty rooms and seen her shadow darting up the grand staircase. The air inside feels heavy, as though the mansion itself is alive, holding onto its secrets. Chandeliers sway without a breeze, and the faint sound of music from a bygone era drifts through the halls. Waverly isn't just a mansion, it's a ghostly monument to lives lost and stories left untold. Would you dare to walk its haunted corridors? 5. Rowan Oak Oxford. Rowan Oak, the former home of literary giant William Faulkner, is more than just a historic site. It's a place where the veil between the living and the dead is thin. Faulkner himself is said to haunt the property, his restless spirit seen pacing the grounds or seated at his old desk, as if still caught in the throes of creation. Visitors report an eerie stillness in the air, broken only by faint whispers or the sound of footsteps in empty rooms. Shadows move where no one should be, and the sensation of being watched is inescapable. The house, wrapped in a cloak of ivy and secrets, feels alive with the energy of the past. Rowan Oak isn't just haunted by Faulkner's genius, it's haunted by Faulkner himself. Would you dare to meet him? 6. Glenwood Cemetery, Yazoo City. Glenwood Cemetery is no ordinary burial ground, it's a place where legend and terror intertwine. The most infamous tale is that of the Witch of Yazoo, a sinister figure said to have cursed the town before her death. Her grave, bound by chains, is a chilling reminder of the townspeople's fear. But even the chains couldn't hold her spirit. Shortly after her burial, a devastating fire in 1904 consumed much of Yazoo City, just as she had vowed. Visitors claim to see ghostly figures wandering among the tombstones, hear unearthly moans on the wind, and feel an oppressive presence near her grave. Glenwood Cemetery isn't just a final resting place. It's a living legend of revenge and the supernatural. Would you dare to confront the curse? 7. The University of Mississippi, Oxford. By day, the University of Mississippi buzzes with life, but by night, its campus transforms into a shadowy realm of restless spirits. The Lyceum, the oldest building, hides a dark past. It served as a Civil War hospital where soldiers endured unspeakable suffering. Ghostly footsteps echo through its empty halls, and faint cries of agony seem to seep from the walls. In George Hall, students report flickering lights, cold spots, and doors slamming shut without reason. Shadowy figures are glimpsed in windows, vanishing when approached. The campus is more than a place of learning. It's a haunted landscape where history refuses to stay buried. Would you dare to explore its spectral secrets? 8. The Grand Opera House, Meridian. The Grand Opera House in Meridian stands as a relic of 19th century grandeur, but its beauty hides a chilling secret. Beneath the glittering chandeliers and ornate stage lies the story of a tragic accident. A stagehand who met his untimely death during a performance. His restless spirit is said to haunt the opera house to this day. Visitors and staff report hearing unexplained footsteps echoing backstage and disembodied voices calling out from the shadows. Seats in the empty theater are seen lowering as if invisible spectators have arrived. The stage lights flicker mysteriously, and the air grows cold in certain spots. The Grand Opera House is more than a place for performances. It's a haunting theater where the past refuses to fade. Would you dare to take a seat? 9. Mont Helena, Rolling Fork. Mont Helena, perched atop a lonely hill, is a house frozen in time and haunted by sorrow. Built in the late 1800s, it carries the tragic tale of Helen Johnstone, a young woman whose fiancé was killed in a duel just days before their wedding. Heartbroken, she lived out her days in mourning, and her spirit is said to linger here still. Visitors report seeing a spectral bride wandering the grounds, her veil flowing in the wind, searching for the love she lost. The sound of faint sobbing echoes through the halls and lights flicker with no cause. Mont Helena isn't just a home, it's a shrine to undying love and eternal grief. Would you dare to face its spectral heartache? 10. The Deason House, Ellisville. The Deason House, built in the 1840s, is a place where history and horror collide. Once the home of Major Amos McLemore, a Confederate officer, it became the site of his brutal murder during the Civil War. The legend says that McLemore was shot and left to die in the home, and his vengeful spirit still haunts the property. Guests have reported hearing the eerie sound of a door slamming shut, as if an unseen hand is trying to keep intruders out. Others have seen a shadowy figure in a Civil War uniform standing in the windows, staring into the night. The Deason House is not just a home, it's a tomb, and its ghostly occupant waits for the next visitor to cross its threshold. Would you dare to enter and face the specter of the past? That's it for today's ghostly tour through Mississippi's most haunted locations. Have you ever visited any of these eerie spots? Drop your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more terrifying tales.